it's Allie with NurseGoneCrunchy.com, and I help busy mamas to balance their hormones, drop that baby weight, and to feel vibrant again, because being a mom doesn't mean you have to feel crappy all the time. And today I am coming to talk to you about the 6 pillars of hormone healing that I use to heal my thyroid. And now I take my clients through these 6 pillars to help them heal their hormones as well. The first of the 6 pillars is nutrition. And I know that shocks probably none of you, but nutrition is literally, I would say, about 70% of that pie. And what I work with my clients on with nutrition is to focus on vegetables. So make sure your plate is at least 75% vegetables. I want you to include a high quality protein. This could be beans and rice if you're a vegetarian. It can be high quality meat if you are an omnivore. But I tell people I'm a plant-based omnivore. Most of my food is vegetables. Switch out your oils for high quality oils. So you want things like olive oil that's cold pressed, coconut oil, avocado oil. Those are all of your best options. Carbs are not your enemy. People are like, oh, we're so afraid of carbs these days. Now, I'm going to put an asterisk with that. I'm not saying go and eat all the bread, but carbs are things like sweet potatoes and fruit. And every person needs a different amount. But say you're on a fertility journey and you want to have babies. If you eat too little carbs, there are some women who just will not ovulate and lose their period if they don't have enough carbs. So finding out what is the right amount for you is really important. Hardest one for me is reducing sugar. I am totally one of those sugar people, but I switch out, when I do have things that are sweet, I switch out my sugars for the natural sugars. So things like molasses, honey, maple syrup, coconut sugar. Those are the sugars that I do eat when I eat sugar. And then I eat organic. If you can't eat all organic, I totally understand. Go to the environmentalworkinggroup.org, and on their website, they have a list called the Dirty Dozen, and those are all of the fruits and vegetables you want to make sure to buy organic. So things like strawberries and spinach are on there, apples. So just check it out. It's a really helpful list. And in general, whole foods are better than processed, and everything in moderation. I don't believe in cutting out everything from your life, right? I'm more like an 85-15, so I really try to eat clean at least 85% of the time and give myself a 15% leeway for the rest of that, because life is too short, right? 2, I'm so excited. Chemical reduction. Now, this is something I'm super passionate about. Keep looking at my page, because I'm going to be coming at you with a lot of really great recipes and ideas on how to reduce chemicals in your life. So something I feel very strongly about. But things that are easy to do: drink filtered water out of glass or stainless steel. Switching out your personal care items. So going to the environmentalworkinggroup.org, they actually have a database called Skin Deep, and you can go in there and it'll grade the different products that you've been using on a 0 or 1 to 10 scale. 10 is like full of known carcinogens, really terrible for you, and 0 is like, hey, go for it. And I highly recommend buying down at the 0 end, or 0 to 1 end. Eating organic, again, Environmental Working Group has a lot of great information there for you on that Dirty Dozen list. And switching your cleaning supplies over to being green. So the Environmental Working Group has a green cleaning guide as well, and it'll help guide you to buy the best cleaning products that are green. Number 3, detox. Personally, I do a quarterly detox. I find it helps me get back on track, helps me to identify any foods that are reacting poorly with my body, and to really recenter and reconnect with what's going on in my life. But on a daily, weekly basis, there are things that you can do to help support your body's detoxification. Number one huge thing is sweat. Get out there, exercise, and sweat. It's one of the ways your body is able to release toxins. Another really big one, drink tons of filtered water. So I drink at least 3 liters of filtered water a day. Again, we live in Colorado where it's super dry, so I need that. But I highly encourage you to drink at least those 8 glasses of filtered water a day, but aim for even more. And some people will say to me, but I'll pee all the time. Yep, that's the point. Flush that stuff out. You want to have a nice, healthy bowel movement every single day. I'm talking about poop. As a nurse, I've had patients who say, oh, I just poop once a day or once a week. I'm like, oh my goodness, once a week? Just because it's because it's common doesn't mean that it's normal or that it's optimal. We need to be pooping at least once a day. All right. And then other things you can do, I love to dry brush. And then I love tongue scraping every day. If you've never done it, it's incredible. You get all this mucus and stuff off of your tongue, and it helps you actually digest better. And all of that is toxins that build up over the course of the evening or the day. So get that stuff off of there. Pillar number 4 is movement. Now, if your hormones are out of balance, intense movement might actually worsen your hormone imbalance. So if you finish a workout and you're like, oh, I feel great, I feel energized, I feel like that was perfect, then yes, your hormones are balanced enough that doing a hard workout is good for you. If you finish a hard workout and you're like, I have to lie down, I am exhausted, I need a nap, that was too hard of a workout for you and you're hurting yourself. So with all of my clients, there are things that tend to be, and again, varying levels of intensity with this, but walking, yoga and Pilates, and then weightlifting with really light weights. Movement is an important component, but we need to dial it in to be at the right level for you. Pillar number 5. Now, this is the hardest pillar for moms. Believe me, I have a little 7-month-old, and we're up every hour and a half to 3 hours at night. I get it. But sleep. That's what pillar number 5 is, sleep. We want to make sure we're getting at least 7 hours. And if you're trying to lose weight and balance your hormones, you have to sleep. You just have to. And I've had a lot of moms just say, oh, but I can't. I have littles. I understand. And what I do is I prioritize it and I make sure I'm in bed long enough that I get at least 7 hours of actual sleep time. I wear my Fitbit to bed. It tells me how much sleep I'm getting, and I make sure I get 7 hours a night. Yes, it's interrupted. Is that ideal? No, but my baby needs me, and that's where I am right now. But make sure you get 7 hours a night. Now, things that you can do to help improve your sleep, not drinking caffeine, or at least not drinking caffeine after noon, can help improve your sleep. I know people think, oh, I drink alcohol, it helps me unwind, but actually the studies show that alcohol prevents you from getting into deep sleep. So not drinking those glasses of wine every night can really help. Shutting down screen time, I aim for an hour before bed, but at least for 30 minutes before bed. And if you want to be super cool, you can wear those blue blocking amber glasses that I wear at night, and it makes me look really awesome, but it does help me sleep better. And I try to be in bed by 9 p.m. every night. Studies show, and my Fitbit reinforces, that I get my best sleep before midnight. So if I can go to bed at 9, I actually get some deep sleep. And my baby sleeps better before midnight as well. So we get a nice little stretch usually at that time. Pillar number 6, or if you're ASL, 6, is mindset. Now, I have to say this was the pillar that I struggled with the most. I really was focused on, if I get my food and my movement and my sleep dialed in, then everything should be fine. But once I plugged in this mindset piece, it was life-changing. And so one thing I do every day is I get up in the morning and I journal. And for me, journaling is like whatever's here on the page. And I self-coach around anything that's coming up, and I will be doing more videos in the future talking about those two components. Things I'm working on, if it's not an absolute yes, then it's a no. And I really struggle with this, but I am working on saying no to things that are not in alignment with what I want or that don't feel like a huge yes to me. Practicing gratitude, and this is huge for me, but if I'm having a bad day, I just set a timer for 5 minutes, and for 5 minutes all I do is tell myself what I'm grateful for or write it out, and it completely shifts my mindset. So those are the 6 pillars. If you have any questions about any of this, please DM me, and love and hugs. I will see you next week. Bye guys.